Hello, welcome back to the channel. I've just finished painting that one, which turned out quite nicely. Pretty pleased with that. So watch me paint it here and talk my usual random nonsense. Without further ado, let's do some painting. Hello, welcome to my latest video. Hope you're keeping well. I have a new camera, which you can probably see if I went like that. So all singing, all dancing. It's got a microphone and all sorts of things. So hopefully my quality will be better, both audio and visual, or whatever you call it, depending on my rudimentary editing skills, particularly when it comes to sound, because I'm no good at that. So anyway, new camera, new look, hopefully, and a bit of quality. So anyway, I'm going to be painting on this stretch canvas. It's 20 by 16 inches. It's an old painting that's sickly and horrible. Did it about a year ago. I'm not happy with it. So I'm going to go over it, hopefully improve things. So yeah, that's that. We'll get going. I'll get my palette camera switched on. I'll show you what I've got on my palette and we'll take it from there. So I'll see you in just a second. Right then, palette cam is on. I'll get a suitable pointer. Now this is one I mixed up earlier. There's a bit of green and some red ochre there, which is quite nice. I mixed the green with some Indian yellow and ultramarine blue. There's some red ochre, there's a bit of yellow just there obviously, primary red and a sort of browny grey that I mixed earlier on, which is quite nice, and some titanium white. Now I'd normally, have the colours all separate and then mix them, but this is from earlier on, so it's kind of pre-mixed. I'm going to add a bit of titanium white to that blue, a bit more for the sky, and we'll see what we can achieve, if anything. I might add a bit more Indian yellow, if I can find it in my collection of paint. No, oh come on, where is it? I can never find anything. Oh yeah, I've got it, it's buried, that's why. Tidy my studio, I still can't find anything at all. There we are. So I might add to this green here, just add a bit of Indian yellow, a bit more blue. Makes a nice earthy colour, twinned with that red ochre, it's quite nice. Not bad, a bit more blue. I grab a bit of this grey as well, nice darker tone. So there we go, we shall get going. So that's my colours. Incidentally, this new palette, you might have noticed, I found it the other day. I was cleaning my studio. It was an art set, with pencils and all that jazz. Emptied it all out, and it's quite a handy palette, and plus I can close the tin up and it keeps it nice and fresh and what have you when I'm painting outdoors. So anyway, I'll get my face camera back on and we'll get the show on the road. I'll see you in just a second. Right, face camera's back on, back in the room. My other camera seems to be working well. I did a video earlier, but for some reason it didn't focus, so it was all a bit blurry. Might have still worked. If it has worked, you'll be able to see it. If not, you won't find it. So anyway, I'll get a brush. I'll get my long handle brush, I reckon. Yeah, I love long handle brushes. This is a flat one, and just give it a quick clean from earlier. My last painting, which turned out quite nicely actually, if I can reach it from across my studio. There we are, turned out pretty good, not bad at all, so I'm quite pleased with that. I'll show it to the face camera as well. So there we are. The cameras don't do it much justice. It's quite nice in sunlight outside. So there we are. Long handle brush. I'm going to grab some of this green And start with that, just whack some down here. And a bit of that grey maybe as well that I mixed earlier on. Yeah, we're all keeping well. Just got back from Buxton in Derbyshire, seeing family and what have you, which was really nice. Had some fun. Didn't really do anything, just relaxed. What was that? Oh, that's me, my bag. Just relaxed at my mum's house, which is nice. It's good to see them as always. Quite a nice bit of light there, I might exploit that, we'll see how we get on. Excuse me, dinner's repeating on me. Yeah, I miss my family sometimes. Well, all the time I miss them. Particularly after, COVID or lockdown and all that crap. Really puts things into perspective. So anyway, foreground on, that's a start. I get my flat brush actually. It's a 1.5 inch brush. It's mucky from a painting I did about 20 minutes ago. So I'll give my brush a quick wipe. And I'm just going to add a bit more red ochre to this green. I'm going to add some yellow as well. I'd have, now that I've got multiple cameras, I could have a palette camera going on at the same time as everything else, but it's not charged at the moment. That's on charge, so I apologise. But my next video will have palette cam, face cam and my new camera, which should be quite good. So, sort this sky out, a bit of grey I think, instead of this mucky browny colour. Nice and stormy. Always happens, that does. Yeah, it's quite nice mixing ultramarine blue with raw umber. You sort of get a nice grey colour. It's quite dark and ominous, sort of browny grey, which is quite good for skies. Just bring that sky further down. They drop the horizon from the original picture, bring it much further down. So yeah, I hope you like the new camera, the new look, slightly better quality than using well, I'll say slightly, it's much better quality than using mobile phones all the time. Thought I'd treat myself a bit. Speculate to accumulate or whatever, that's what my mum says. Right, quite stormy and muddy and horrible. But start with a mess and hopefully end up with something quite meaningful. That's the plan anyway. Just give my brush a quick wipe. Yeah, we had game of Monopoly, as you do with family, you know. It seems to be a rule every Easter, every Christmas. We have a game of Monopoly, as we have done for the past 40 or so years. Looks tiny white going on. Right, I'm going to sort this sky out a bit. I'm just going to get a bit more ultramarine blue on my palette. Put a bit of blue in that sky as well. Yeah, it was a 4-hour game yesterday. which my wife won, which I wasn't happy about. But there we go. She was happy. Oh, not again. Right, I'm going to make some adjustments. I have to move my face cam. See, these things happen. You know, if you're doing YouTube videos, expect these things to happen. I keep it all in, you know, any mistakes, it saves all the editing. Stormy sky, do like storms. I remember growing up in the little village we lived in Derbyshire, a little tiny village, middle of nowhere, and we used to have some amazing storms there. You know, great big electrical storms. And I remember one occasion, my bedroom window used to overlook fields, and you just see nothing, just expanse of hills and fields. And so there's always a good view whenever there was a storm. And about 500 yards away from my bedroom window was a tree, an old hollow rotten tree, which, you know, we used to climb as kids and all the rest of it. And there was this electrical storm going. You could see the lightning and everything like that. And, you know, we always used to listen for the storms, and my dad used to say that, you know, you count, you know, you see the lightning and you count for the bang, and that gives you the sort of distance away the storm is. So anyway, there was a flash and then immediate bang. So it was right above the house, the storm was. And I was looking across the fields, and it was night time or dusk, and there was an almighty flash, and it just lit this tree up, and it must have been dusk, but anyway, it lit the tree up, and it kind of, there was a lick of flame on top of this tree, and a section of the tree just spiraled in the air, and it just went bang. It was so loud, it was incredible. But I've always loved lightning all my life. Stormy skies. A bit more titanium white. Yeah, I remember one time going to the Orkney Islands. That's my spiritual home. If I had the money, I'd live in the Orkneys quite easily. Up, you know, north of Scotland, up there. And they have some mega storms, you know, because there's nothing. Because we live in Wales, and we're kind of protected by, you've got Ireland and all the rest of it in the way. So a lot of the storms are used up on the Irish coast, you know, the west coast of Ireland. But in the Orkneys, there's just nothing. You've got Orkneys and then expanse of sea. You'll probably notice when I look at the camera, my eyes are there when they should be there because the camera's there, but it's a habit of me looking directly at my face when I'm talking. But anyway, that aside, you know, mega storms when I used to go to the Orkneys up there. And one occasion, I used to drive all the way up, which was a hell of a bloody journey, you know, like a 12-hour drive up, maybe more. And then you have to wait for the ferry. And I was queuing for the ferry, and I was messing about with sorry, a message just came through my phone, man. Oh, it's my mate Shane just sent me something. and I'm using my phone as a face cam. But anyway, I was messing up because I was bored. I'm messing about this electric window on my car. You know, I'd had my arm on it and I was moving my arm up and down with the button, and there was a snapping sound and the window dropped down. I thought, oh my God, you know, it broke the window, broke the mechanism. I just checked the other camera's actually still on. Hope it is. Oh, it is. Oh, that's good. Is it? Yeah. Fantastic. Is it still in focus? That's the question. Yeah, I think it is. But anyway, that aside, you know, it broke the window. So I thought, oh, bloody hell. And there was nothing I could do about it. So I got on the ferry. And, you know, you drive up the ramp onto the aforementioned ferry. And the signs everywhere saying, please ensure all windows are closed and all the rest of it. I thought, oh, bloody hell. So I had to find someone to tell them. You know, I had to get someone with the yellow jacket with the helmet on and go, my window's broken, I can't actually pull it up. And I was worried they were going to go, oh, well, you can't sail then. But anyway, it's like, no worries, you know, and that was that. So it was the biggest storm I have ever experienced in my entire life, bar none. You know, the ferry were like this, up and down, and I went to the bar for a coffee. And the bloke behind the bar was you know, serving drinks and everything like that. And you know, he was there pulling pints. The ship were going like this, like bloody Titanic, up and down, and he was steady, you know, so steady, serving drinks. And came to my turn. I said, "How on earth do you do that?" He said, "Oh, I've been doing it, you know, 20 years. I'm used to it now." So fair play. That was impressive. But anyway, I digress. Got off the ferry, and of course it was just lightning and raining and bloody everything else. But then my window, of course, didn't work. So I thought, oh, flipping heck. So, you know, I was driving to where we were staying, you know, a good, decent distance, 8-mile drive, whatever, and it would rain pouring through the car and into the interior and in my face while I was trying to drive, and it's horrific. But I was just driving about laughing because I love storms that much. I just thought it was absolutely bloody amazing. Really incredible. But anyway, next day took it to a nearby garage and he said, yeah, I'll fix it for you, no problems. You won't be able to use the window because I'm going to fix it in a way that at least it's secure, you know, so it won't get, I mean, it's not going to get broken into in the ordinary hands anyway, but at least it's secure and everything for the weather and what have you. So I thought, yeah, fair enough, yeah, great. And he, you know, charged me like 35 quid for the trouble or whatever. But sod's law, you know, when I picked the car up, it was the most glorious weather probably in 20 odd years in the ordinary hands. It was sunny and it was hot, and I couldn't put the window down, and I was a smoker at the time, so it wasn't ideal for smoking out the window. But anyway, I got the car home, and a couple of weeks later or whatever, took it to the garage, and I said, "Can you, make this window go up and down again, fix it?" Yeah, no. It was a mate of mine. He just showed me what he'd done and what have you. And he did the work, and he said, hey, look at this. And he'd pulled out the car door to expose the window going up and down mechanism. And all it was just a bit of wood, just jamming up the window. And that's all that bloke did in the ordinance. 35 quid just for a bit of wood. So he saw me coming and probably thought, bloody tourist and English, look, I'm going to have you. But yeah, it never put me off the Orkneys. I just adore it, I really do. But anyway, nice stormy sky on the go. A bit more of this grey down here, I think. Not a bad sky, a bit of light going on as well. Not bad, quite pleased with that. Now then, I might add a bit of bit more green and things just down here. But we're very nearly there, I think. Very nearly. It's very fast. Just create a bit of a, bit of a valley, with my brush. Right, what I might do, find a scraper, just scrape the sky. It just sheds some of the paint. There's quite a lot of paint on it. And then once you've done that, or once I've done that, I should say, just give me scraper a quick wipe. I'll just go over with some kitchen towel because it's got some lines on it now. I don't know why it helps, but it does help for some reason. Just creates some nice textures in the sky and just takes the edge off some of the colour, because it looked quite sickly. Nice bit of light and a bit of blue there, which is interesting. Good. Right, do I get some yellow? I'll plonk a bit of yellow on my palette and have a bit of a play with that. Get my long handle brush. Just exploit that light patch just there. I'm just going to add a bit of red ochre to that yellow, just take the edge off a bit so it's not sickly. That's all I need to do. Just a few wipes of the brush and we've got something. A bit more grey. And some green, with a bit of red ochre mixed as well. There we are, just very gentle, just smooth it over. You don't have to be pressed too hard when you're doing it, very gentle. Add a bit of blue over there in the distance. Just, you'll see in a minute, just gives the illusion of something going on over there. Could be distant hills or whatever. Whenever you look in the distance, there always seems to be a bit of blue in the distance for some reason. There's probably a name for it. There we go. Let's get some titanium white as well. Interesting lines and things going on there. I might try and darken off this foreground a little. Just gives the illusion again of distance. What shall I use? I'm going to mix some of this remaining ultramarine blue. As I say, I'll have a palette cam as well next time. Just mix it in that brown. A bit more blue maybe on my palette. Bear with me. Be a bit more interesting this. I'll have a palette cam on permanently. better. Quick wipe of the palette knife. Quick wipe of the brush as well. Getting there. It's not amazing, but it doesn't have to be. Could so easily be in the Peak District somewhere. Quick wipe the brush again. A bit more titanium white there in the distance. Not bad, it'll do for me. Yeah, not bad. Might just add a bit more yellow as well while I'm at it. Just a little bit, doesn't need much. And we're there. So I hope you like the new camera. I certainly do. Just need to read up on it and learn how to use it a bit better. So anyway, there we go. Job's a good one. So one painting on top of the old painting. Yeah, I think it's improved it. So thank you so much for watching. It does mean a lot. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell thing if you want to get notificationated. And yeah, that's it. So one painting done very quickly. So yeah, I am pleased with that. I enjoyed that. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. And thank you so much if you've already subscribed. So I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.